Hey, it definitely is. Welcome to Bleirdos.
Bleirdos. Hold on.
We got a few unwanted.
Hold on. Who is that?
In the background. Don't hear them. Oh, we're live from the living room.
Y'all, here we at.
With the children.
With the children.
All up in our business. All business.
You remember when we was growing up and kids was meant to be seen and not heard?
Okay, we was out the room.
But times are changing.
Cause it's mine, oh mine.
This girl got a
Baby Luda over there.
Thank you.
Nah, I didn't get that one. But I be feeling like such an outsider in class because I'll be like dropping all these lyrics. Like I be talking to my kids in lyrics. And it's like one girl who know the lyrics. She a Latino girl and I know she like, they don't know what their nationality is, her and her sister, but I know her grandma gotta have been raised black. Cause she gonna tell me I can't believe you told my grandma on me. She told me to go pick a switch out the backyard. I was like, damn, you got a black grandma.
Man, we had
her grandma told her to go pick a stick.
That's funny. My mom used to say that my great grandma, Mama Ruth, used to have them go pick a switch, and my aunt would pick the driest switch she could find. So when it hit her, it would break. Well, my grandma used to take plastic bags with water in them and leave them behind the door. What? So even though my auntie would give her the switch, she would keep wet ones behind the door.
Juicy.
Yes. And so if it broke, my grandma would go get a wet one instead of the dry one.
And see, kids don't know what it's like to be whipped with a wet cord.
Granddaddy P, like I remember one time he was on.
He just got excited.
I remember one time he was over there. It was like a long time ago. I was like 6 or something. And
long time ago.
That's
bad. Go pick a switch. Cause it's on. He told him to go pick a switch because they was being bad. I was like, oh snap! And then he had got it. He was finna hit him. He was like, they started crying. It was like. It was hurt.
I mean, Robert.
I'm glad I never got one with an extension cord because that would have been child abuse.
Girl, you probably need to be whooped with an extension cord.
Hard built.
This girl don't get no whooping. She's so dramatic.
I used to, but I don't get whooping no more.
Like, you don't be bad no more?
I'm not as bad as I used to be.
Robert used to have to kneel on rice in the corner.
Whoa.
Like he used to have to, and so he said his grandma would tell him like, y'all better stay in that corner until I get back and don't get up. And I was like, would you stay? He was like, hell no. Like,
man, I would have stayed. My grandma is mean. My grandma mean as hell, bro. And she used to make my cousin, like he used to kind of sneak food on the side. She used to make him eat a whole pot of beans.
That's
a whole fucking pot of beans, bro.
Pickles.
But let me tell you, my mama, she did that to me one time. I kept on asking for spaghetti, right? So she always cooked her spaghetti together in the same pot, noodles and meat. But this particular time, she cooked her spaghetti in 2 different pots, right? I kept on asking for some. I had to eat the noodles, bro.
Just the noodles?
I had to eat the rest of the noodles with no sauce,
why though? Like,
cause I kept on asking for more.
Oh, for real? Nana did that?
Bruh.
Yo,
Be like that sometimes,
Nana's
bruh.
not even mean though. She's
not mean. She's not mean, but she.
Hey, we black, yo.
We weird, yo.
And we're Bleirdos. But you know, these are the things that go on when you're growing up black, awkward, and just kind of like in trouble. And so today we're going to be discussing our cringe worthy moments.
That was a great segue into
it's definitely a way to talk about these cringe worthy moments. And I know as like a fellow Bleirdo, I've had some moments when I'm like, I can't stand my own awkwardness. I'd be like, fix it, Ebo. Like, fix it, Ebo. Like, don't be so awkward. But it gets real crazy in these streets. You just also heard from our unofficial host today, who might be chiming in. We got Bleirdo Sean and
hey, what's up?
And Bleirdo Tyrene.
they're coming.
Can I share a story?
Subscribe to me on YouTube, SJ2Real. I just had to do it.
I mean, we will say that at the end, but there goes his real shameless plug. Like, hold your story. Let me subscribe.
Subscribe to me at capital S, capital J, 2 Real.
2 Real with the number 2 or
just like 2
T-O-O-O-T-O.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so like when I was in 2nd grade, like I pulled my pants down at school.
What?
Let me tell you something. I was so scared when I got home. Well, I was in this thing called ASP after school program, and like my stepdad came to pick me up. My mom wasn't home yet, so she came home. Oh my God, I was so scared. I was just looking out the window to see if she was there.
Why did you pull your pants down?
I was little. I was
But what was you thinking about when you was little? What was you thinking about in your head?
Ain't no telling no, because she used to have some moments. Like, I remember this one time, this little girl was walking in the hallway and she had on like Coke bottle glasses, like real life thick Coke bottle glasses. And she was like, "Mommy, what's wrong with that girl's glasses?" Like, that's just the kind of like child that she was. And she not my daughter, y'all. She my cousin daughter. She my cousin. But oh my God, she has some Bleird moments. I want to tell this Bleird story about my child, okay? So I'm gonna skip past the lead up to it, but basically in the morning times when my kids ask me to do stuff or can they do stuff, I just say yes to everything because I be trying to get out the door, and so anything they ask for, I'm like yes. So we were trying to figure out why my son had on a t-shirt. And we were like, who put your t-shirt on? Like, why you have this t-shirt on? That's not what you went to school in. And he was like, my teacher put it on me. And he just kept saying his teacher put it on him so he can take pictures. And so it took my oldest son to pipe up and be like, he didn't wear a shirt to school. And we was like, what do you mean? He was like, he wore a jacket to school with no shirt on. So I'm like, no, I got him dressed this morning. Like, I put his t-shirt and his uniform shirt on. Well, it turns out he was like, "Mommy, I want to wear my jacket." And I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Because I like my jacket. I just want to wear my jacket and nothing else." And I was like, "Okay, just come on." He went and took off his uniform shirt, took off his t-shirt, put on his jacket and zipped it up, went to school, used the restroom, and told one of the teachers at school, zipped his shirt down and was like, "Look, Miss Olivis, I don't have a shirt on." And he likes to watch those little workout videos that the kids be making. Lord. So he be in the house, he be doing his little, hold up, he showed me a real cool move, y'all gotta describe what I'm doing. Right. So it goes like this. It goes like this.
Oh, like a squat? Oh, burpee.
Burpee.
Oh, is
that is not a burpee.
No, that's not a burpee.
It was like,
no, that's not a burpee.
It's a rebirth jumping jack.
Child, listen.
But it looks like a jumping jack.
Seriousness on
the
his
rebirth
face.
of the jumping jack.
The seriousness. Okay. He was like, "This is how you do it, Mom." And I'm like, "Yeah." All the while he think I'm like excited. But I was really like laughing at him. Because I just cannot be that weird.
People get so upset.
Sometimes, yeah, but sometimes he don't even notice. So that is that's my Bleird child moment. But that's what we're discussing. But before we get too deep into a temperature check, how are we?
Good.
I'm doing good.
Hold on, there are rules to this.
We love go the involvement. Right.
We go in a circle
time. I've learned for adolescents that you have to be very specific.
Very
specific
about everything.
Several times. And you gotta chunk that shit up too, or they ain't gonna do it.
Honey, that's how they gonna say, listen, you gotta see my face, and when I make the face, students know what I'm thinking. I get on, I was like, and my favorite thing to say, I'll be like, "No, I just don't understand what you don't understand."
Like, what part don't you understand? Do you not understand my accent? Am I talking too deep?
Today I was like, no, I really thought maybe I was speaking a different language because I clearly just said, write it on your own sheet of paper. And as soon as I finished talking, you raised your hand and said, do we write it on our own sheet of paper?
Oh my God.
Listen, even if you put it on the slide, on the paper,
everywhere,
say it, chunk it up.
Hold up.
Several of them still gonna say, excuse me.
Excuse me, miss. look at the board. Look, have you read the instructions?
Did you
read it?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, read
Those
it.
words are not decorations,
Like,
okay? Those words are not for decoration.
They're ornamental. Miss, what do we do? First of all, you just wasted 30 seconds of both of our life because you ain't read. Read, okay? Reading is fundamental.
Man, I say that about 7, 8 times a week.
And I love my students, but I got this one student that's like, every day he's like, I want to go home. I want to go home. And then he'll be like, Miss, what are we doing in class today? He come because like we share classes. He'll come in my class and be like, he'll look at the board because I'm like leaving. I'm like, I just want to go home. I'm like, I'll see you 8th period. See you 7th and 8th period. But he also is like, are we taking a writing test today? And I'm like, listen, it's been on the board every single day.
Man.
I have said it to you every single day. I have recalled the goals for your test. You have tracked this. We have talked about it every single day. And yes. Oh, okay. Well, is it for a grade?
No.
Please get out my face.
Hashtag teacher struggle.
Hashtag get out my face.
Like hell, like.
I don't have those problems, ladies and gentlemen.
Lord.
And you got a new job.
Hey. On their ass.
You gonna do something?
Let's go.
Go, Crystal. Go,
Let's
Crystal.
go.
No, it's definitely
When he saw a survey, he said she would do better if she did more pizza parties.
Oh yeah. Today he was like, I got an idea on my, the kids get to take these surveys because for some reason they care what they think, and so he was like, I mean, this class would be so much better if we did pizza parties. And I'm like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. So today we were getting ready for like what we were doing, and he was like, how about we just have a pizza party today and we do this on Monday? And I'm like, every day we have a conversation about a pizza party. And I was like, honey, you don't think nothing else.
Okay.
They want to fund it. They want to buy it.
But they don't want to do no work.
But they don't want to do nothing to earn it. But then today I was like, like 2 minutes after getting into work today, I was very frustrated.
You were done.
I was done. I was in the class for less than 3 minutes because I had 2 tables broken. I didn't know how they got broken. My class was disgusting. And it was just like, they didn't want to move the stuff off the other table to set it up. And I'm like, I'm just done. Like at some point first of all, I'm legendary. Like everything that happens, it comes back to me in like 5 different forms. It's like telephone. And so the other day I stopped class and I was like, no, we're going to have this discussion. So at the end they were like, but if the people just knew what was going on, they would care. I was like, no, they do know what's going on.
And they don't
And the
care.
student was like, well, why don't they care? I said, because y'all don't care.
Right.
Okay.
And this other student was like, oh, you're putting words into our mouth, miss. Don't speak for us. And I'm like, you speak for yourself every day. You come up in my class unprepared without a book. If you cared about this work, you would come in my class on time and prepared. You would actually do the homework.
Right.
So no, your actions show that you don't care. And the very people whose parents is paying $15,000, $20,000 for them to go into school, and they go on a millionaire and they give it back to their communities, the same communities that they left for, it's because they care. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when people say shit like, oh, I get mad when I think about A&M hires A&M because that's code for white people hire white people. They're very good at keeping wealth concentrated in one place. And our kids are too apathetic to care. And I'm just like, what is your purpose? Like, you need to learn your purpose. They are very entitled. I was like, we need to have a service day on this campus. I was like, y'all don't even appreciate the things y'all have when these kids learn about Microsoft Word on a chalkboard and y'all can't even like pick up trash. Don't eat in my class. That's the kind of day I've been having, y'all. I'm sorry. I just want kids to give a fuck. I want them to read. I want them to know something. I want
reading
them to
is foundational.
Care about their education.
There you go.
I do. And I mean, me and you had that same conversation this week, did we not?
I care about my education.
But that's not the question I asked. I said, did we not have the same conversation?
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I get on you every day because if you keep doing, they love when I say this, when I say if you always do what you've always done, you're going to always get what you always got. And for some of y'all, it ain't got nowhere. So get it together.
Yeah.
It's like, miss, I'm going to put that on my bio. How about you put that on this paper?
Man, dude.
Get your work together.
Put it to action.
It's just, They can't. I'm a pull of ET. Can't get past their old stuff to get to their new self and got all the potential in the world.
I'm gonna put that in my Instagram bio.
Yeah, my students always mess around and be like, they do it because they smart. I be like, it's not because they're smart, because they put the work in.
Because they want it.
They put the work in. They want to do it. So that's why they got it right. If you just sit here and do nothing,
then
that's gonna be your end result. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nothing. You're not gonna be happy with it. So you gotta do the work. It's self-control. And then, like, yeah, it's fun. Your friend sitting right here or whatever, but self-control. What your grade look like?
But guess what? Where your friends going? I said some of y'all gonna peak in high school, and if you keep trying to play with your friends, you gonna be right where your friends at, and they not as smart as you.
Man.
Like, a lot of these kids gonna peak in high school, and they have so much potential. I'm like, real change, like, for one, starts within.
Yeah.
You have to dedicate yourself.
You gotta
be
man.
willing, no matter what the circumstances are, to get the shit done. I'm like, I always was like, come on, we gonna bring our plates, and I'm gonna put my problems on my plate, and let's see whose is piled higher. Because it's like, okay, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna say they don't have issues.
Right.
But for you to come up in my class unprepared and playing every day and think it's funny and think it's a joke.
You think your grade ain't gonna reflect that?
Ain't gonna reflect that.
Like, miss, why you give me this? I don't give grades, all right? I put the grade that you earn on these papers and these assignments you ain't turning in. How you gonna get the grade? You ain't turning in assignments.
Or it's like, and so it's like they'll be doing real good, but it's something about the follow through. You know what I'm saying? As soon as, because I mean, task, it's like a goal is a goal because you want to reach it. But once you reach that goal, you got to set a new one. Yeah. So like they'll do good to get that one grade, right? But as soon as you introduce the next level, it's like, oh no, I can't work that hard. And so it's like I'm complaining, but I'm not complaining. It's like you got to give them the pep talks. You got to constantly be like on them or whatever, and constantly be like, you resting and you not at the top yet.
Right,
like,
you gotta get up, pick your head up.
Yeah, you can't. It's like, oh, miss this now. I'm like, yeah, because you already met that goal. It's time to meet something else. Like, you ain't seen your best self yet.
It's a stealth.
You ain't seen your best self
and
yet.
I wonder, though, if it's like, if it has something to do with the fact that we're constantly, as educators, moving that pendulum for them. You know? Like, they don't necessarily have that self-advocacy or that want or that will to do it because they know somebody's going to come behind them and do it for them. You know, when I think about when I was in high school, you either did it or you didn't do it.
Man,
and that was your it wasn't no such thing as no retake.
Ain't no retake. I never even heard of a retake.
Yeah. And it's just,
my students haven't either, not in my class.
And it's just, at some point, we have to figure out that balance. And is what we're doing, based on all the data that we like to collect, quote unquote, is there anything in the data that reflects what we're doing is actually like working?
And there's nothing. There's nothing.
Like, there's no metrics that's being based off of this. So obviously we're doing something wrong. Yeah, and we need to like step back and
I think it's by design. Like because
it's been happening for so long, but that don't mean that it's right, and that's the problem.
Yeah, it's like I really feel like there is design. It's like they're not pushing to make sure kids like go 100%. It's more like, let's get these kids to college, but it's like we got to do more than that. Let's stop teaching them how like the thing that we need to teach them the most. Right, we need to teach them how to think. We got to teach these kids how to think. It's like they can't. It's like common sense things, like, and we're afraid to let them struggle. You know, some of the feedback I get is like, oh, well, you know, like now it's not as hard because they've given you feedback about it being hard. And I'm like, these kids need to learn how to struggle. It is okay to struggle.
But my thing is, what are you basing easy on?
Honey.
What are you basing easy on that you're saying that my class is hard? Because you haven't even seen
not at all yet. But another thing, you know, it goes back to
Let me tell you what's hard. When you enroll your first semester for college and you ain't got no money and your dorm ain't letting you move in because you turn your application late too late and you ain't got enough money to cover your first class, and so you run the risk of not having nowhere to go. Listen,
you gotta beat the bank in my
throat.
Because look, let me tell you, you beat the bank. This is what you do. You put a check in, right? And you get past the first enrollment. they not gonna let you move on until you pay it.
Yes.
But that's like you got the whole semester to do it. So then once any type of money or like anything you got come in, then you can pay it and still stay in the class. You just gotta put that one check in and let it bounce and pay that fee and get to this debt. Yeah, people call it a hot check. Some people call it a warm check. I heard white folks call it a warm check. Some people say beat the bank. Whatever. Put that check in just enough for them to let you start and get past those days. You know what I'm saying? And then while all this is going on, after you get done, you need to go straight to the financial aid class so you can get to your next class.
Listen.
Or you need to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning when they wake up.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as they open the door, and it's a line out of 100 kids.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Because because you go to HBCU, like it's just.
I'm like, y'all haven't even seen, like, you have nothing to gauge what hard is, because all you recognize is what you think is easy, and it's
chew
only
it up and put it in their mouth. Here you go.
Yeah.
Eat this. It's like bird feeding. Here you go. They don't know hard. They don't know hard. I'm like calling around because you an English major, okay, and you got 5 English classes and you got about 27 books, like. And if you don't get them here,
right?
Exactly. Mom, can I just have this amount? Okay, you know, Auntie, can I have this amount? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like you gotta work in between classes. You working for 12 hours on the weekends, and, or you know what I'm saying? You gotta move. You don't know where you're gonna stay, but you still gotta do your work. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta write 10-page papers. You know, you still gotta keep up your grades, and then you graduate with honors. Like, it ain't no easy struggle. But it's like they don't know how to struggle, and so I really worry because I'm like, we're like this system it's a dangerous system. It's a very dangerous system. We're not necessarily setting kids up for success or like the reality of the world. We're setting them up to stay in their bubbles, to be in their comfort zone, to be where things are safe.
From a bubble.
Definitely, and it's like we don't give them a chance to venture out. Yeah. But somewhere down the street is some white folks who like are doing project-based learning and like, you know, learning how to code and like having class in the courtyard. You know what I'm saying? Laid out. Our kids can't even be in the hallway, but they're laid out in the hallway reading their books, you know, on their 1-to-1 ratios. I'm like, y'all kids don't always want for that until y'all step up and create it for them. Like, you have to create for the next generation. It's not gonna just fall in your lap. Like, they always like, well, why we don't have this, why we don't have that. Y'all don't want it hard enough because y'all need to be appreciative of what y'all do have, make do, and come back and
y'all
change.
Can't even have bathrooms open.
Like, destroying the damn school.
Why are you destroying it?
Destroying the school.
And then be mad when you gotta walk from one building to the next and all the doors is locked and you can't get in.
It's just like learning is just so like they just don't appreciate it. It's like the class is just destroyed. It's like, don't break the little bit that we do have.
Man, and you know, trash everywhere. I'm like, can you?
And then they walk over it. They walk over.
Girl, listen. I'm like, I come in and I got water on my table, and they have used their testing folders to soak the water up.
I'm dead.
And then there's water on the floor. They didn't remove the testing folders. Water on my desk, bottles, and I'm like, what was going on in here? Like, and obviously it's not learning, you know, and it's just like, it bothers me because I'm like, y'all should want better for yourselves. You need to be like glued to, you know what I'm saying? You need to be like this when your teachers are in a slant. You need to be in slant, okay? When they're talking, because some people can't go to school. Kids, like school is not an opportunity. So a teacher was like, oh yeah, I heard reading is a privilege in your home. I was like, first of all, I need to teach my kids to stop telling my business, my students to stop telling my business. Second of all, because, you know, my kids was at the school and they was like, I was like, you know, that's why y'all on punishment. They was like, well, make them read, miss. I was like, you don't get to read on punishment because reading is a privilege. Reading is something fun that everybody does not have the right to do. It's a privilege. And so, listen, if you in trouble, you ain't getting no form of entertaining. So wherever you thought you was finna go to when you open up that book, no, you better go there in your head and figure it out. And
imagination.
Listen,
remember that last book you read.
Look, and say it to your mom. I be telling them that when they be like, can you turn on the radio? Can you turn on the TV? And, you know, we got like the screen in the car. I'm like, just put new words to it. Imagine what they say and tell yourself a story. And like, but they be like, mommy, after you listen to your stuff, can we listen to ours? So like they try to like be sugary about it. I just don't understand. You know, it's very frustrating. It is. It's very frustrating. It's just
a pimp.
Bro, listen. For a teacher.
Wait, so did we finish the temperature check?
Oh, well, shit, that was the temperature, and obviously it was very high because it took us about 10 minutes to unpack that shit. But I needed it.
I'm glad you used it.
I've been having this one. Let me tell you this one last story. I promise that we're gonna get in. I got this one student who is really Bleird. Well, he ain't Bleird because he is Latino, but he might be black. He got a little fro. I'm like, somewhere down the line, you had a little something in you.
Something.
He is Sour Patch Kid, so every day he try to tell me how much he hate my class. I'm like, yeah, just yesterday he was in my face, like, but okay. And so the other day he came in, it was like, she gonna call your mom if you don't have a book. They want me to give them consequences for not having a book, not call home. I was like, nah, we need to get your mama involved. I need to figure out why your mama let you come to school without a book. Like, that's what I need to know. Like, listen, your mama don't care about you learning? Oh no, your mama didn't know you needed a book.
Didn't even know.
Like, let's figure that out. So he was like, here, miss. And I was like, what's this? He was like, here's a fruit roll-up since y'all mad and stuff. And the whole class was like, what? I'm just like, I'm not mad, but thank you. And then the next day, I swear to God, the very next day, I was like, you need to do something. Why didn't you do this? He was like, because I hate this class. And I'm like, sure you do. And then today, he's like, miss, can I just stay in your class all day? I'm like, you need to.
Why do you want to be somewhere you hate?
Listen, I'm like, nah, honey, I need you to go to whoever else. Nurse, you need to get on the next one. They all hate my class until it's not time for them to be in my class. So, listen. But that's life right now. But it's a love-hate thing. I do come down on them, but I do realize they come from a place that is historically looted, historically underserved, like historically just everything. And so it's like, it's easy to say from our positions that, like, you know, they need to do this, that, and the other, but it's someone of y'all said it's foundational. Like, parents have to instill that in them, you know, and it's like we come from places where you got to work to make a living and you don't know what your kid's doing and you just got to hope for the best, you know. All of them sending their kids there because they want something better. So it's up to us that really care to, like, instill that in them, like, hey, you got to do better.
Okay, because I don't hesitate to tell them, man. You got to know this stuff, man.
You got to, like, literally, your life depends on it. They going to put you up next to Sally, and yours is automatically going to be diminished by tenfold. So you have to be, like, you just got to work twice as hard. You know what I'm saying?
Tell them, you got to put the work in. It's work ethic. Like, if you don't grind, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the work.
Ta-Nehisi Coates said they got to work twice as hard and be, black kids are taught to work twice as hard while white kids are taught to take twice as much, you know? So it is what it is. That's this world, you know? So, somebody transition us. Because I done hijacked the show.
And that's Bleirdos, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Follow us on across all social media.
BLEIRDOS.
No, I'm kidding.
And know when Ebo get to talking, okay, you better put your listening ears on and close your mouth, because you ain't gonna get a word in
at all. I forgot what we was talking about.
What was we talking about, Chris?
Y'all so
you can't talk right now.
Y'all are so shady.
Give us a minute.
Shady.
Give us a minute.
Sophie, how is your week going?
Man,
temperature check.
I was finna say I don't even remember because I was listening to Ebo, and I try to listen and not think about what I'm gonna say. So what I was gonna say kind of went out the window. You know what I'm saying? But I feel her though. I've been having to give it to my kids, like, you know, I want them to, you know, do the work. Because, like, you can't, hey, you're not in my class with 20 plus students at once. So you might see them on the side in the hallway, whatever, but you don't see them all together. So I understand when you're together, all this energy is there. So I'm trying to be an understanding person, because I think truly in my heart, I am a 7th grader at heart. Because we think so much alike. Even though I look back crazy at them, but some of the shit they be saying, I be like, So like I try so hard to understand them and not get upset with them and just kind of calm myself all the way down.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can lose my shit. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to be quiet right now. You know what I'm saying? I get loud sometimes, but for the most part, I try to stay calm and remember, you know, it's so much energy flowing through this bitch. And I could tell that because I have a class with 20 versus my classes with like 26 to 30.
But
my
all
class
the
of 20.
all the kids I talk to say they love your class.
Yeah,
Really?
they say Miss
When I get mad and go off, they eyes be like so big because they used to me being calm.
Yeah.
So they eyes be bucking up.
Yeah.
But like, so my class with 20 though, they are really like on it. I always get through with the lesson with them fast, and we have so much time left over. But my other classes, it's not as calm, and we most of the time we get finished, but we don't have that much time left over, like my one period. So yeah, I try to be understanding on that aspect. So like I do go up and down, but when I get home, I try to just flush it out. But sometimes you need a day. Bruh, I feel like one-on-one, we should be copacetic, right? I tell you to do something, and you supposed to do it, right? If you gonna do what you wanna do, when I tell you one-on-one, I know you hear me, because you right here in front of me, and ain't nobody here but me and you. So I know you hear me, and you do what you wanna do, I am not gonna remain calm, okay? But yeah, so
and they always want to look at you crazy when you go off on them. She came in earlier and Makai was like, "Mommy, I'm mad at you," and I'm like, "First of all, I just bought you a snow cone. So give me my snow cone back if you gonna be mad. Give me my snow cone back. Second of all, like you're not a dog. You don't get mad and you don't pay my bills here. Hey. No, we definitely talking about it, but still, like.
So when Krista get us talking, I'm gonna say the student's name and I'm gonna tell him. And
no, don't say. Okay, we ain't saying nobody's name. We ain't saying nobody's name.
Don't do that.
But so just trying to get them in line. But just at the end of the day, I love them. Like I try to, since it's been nice outside, I try to go outside and watch them at activity time. Yeah. To see them outside of their element and to see them doing what they would do naturally. Yeah. So in that class, it's all like everybody is on the you know, ready to go one way or the other, like kind of tense because it's so tight, it's so small. So everybody is tense. I understand that. So I'm trying to get it together and keep it together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to. Those peaks where I get really high in front of them, I'm trying to bring those down. That's right. Okay. So yeah, I'm trying to level that thing out one day at a time.
They just be sitting there talking. They don't really
one day at a time.
Some just popped up on my IG talking about the subtle art of not giving a fuck. I've been meaning to read this book for the longest.
Oh, that's a book?
Oh, look, it say good news. It's on us. You've unlocked a free audiobook of your choice. Oh, that means that you like to start to, to sign up, but I didn't already signed up. But yeah. And so, Chris, anything you want to add?
No. No.
No. Like, 7 minutes, they don't really be running around or planning anything. They just be sitting there talking.
Because you be around 7 minutes all the time while you in your 6th grade class, huh? Anyways.
6th graders do not listen. Because, like, there's this one kid.
Look at these two. Like, they so precocious. It's like, we're the bosses and we know everything.
Right. Out of the cabins.
No, because look, we, like, today, we was doing our book project, right? And
then book project.
Kid, it was like, we have to do, like, a book project.
It's okay, you don't have to tell me about it. I just did one.
A kid, it was a book project, and he went up to the thing, and Mr. Zinzi, my ELA teacher, he was like, okay, do your presentation. He was like, what's the name of your book? And then he was like, you were supposed to do this on a book? And then he was like,
what?
He was like, well then what did you do? And I was like, my life. I was very confused.
It's in the name, book project.
No, hold on, but I feel him because my students, when I told them they had a book project, they was like, what? I was like, what you thought we read the book for? Just for fun? They was like, man, I thought we just read it because we never, listen, you read a book. Of course you're going to do something with the book.
Okay.
Oh, my Jesus. Okay, so I think it'll be great for the kiddos to open us up on their Bleird moments. We're having conversations about moments that are just that have just let you like cringe-worthy moments. Okay, so this is like our last episode of this season, just this season though, because we come in at y'all this summer.
We be back.
Tour, and we back, and we back, and we back. Oh, we gotta have to sing that on our first
love me in the
episode.
morning.
We gotta sing that. But so to end us off, we're just recapping the different things that we've talked about and just kind of like talking about some of our most cringe-worthy moments because some people are just socially awkward. So what is like Tyron? You know, she talked about her pants being pulled down. You know, hey, people
well,
are
it's like
special.
everybody be laughing at me every time I say something because like they think I'm just so funny because like we was reading this math problem. It's like tell us.
Do they think you funny?
How humble? Come on.
If they have a variability or no variability. So she was like, how many tires are on a car? And she's like, it doesn't have a variability because, she's like, it has variability because we don't know how many tires they have. I was like, but miss, you know can't no man be driving around with less than 4 tires or more than 4 tires.
Okay, come on now.
Common sense.
Come on now.
I guess they tried to make it relatable, but they don't know some kids got common sense.
Right.
I'm with you on that one. You cannot drive around with 3 tires.
No less than 4.
It doesn't work.
There's a car called a Slingshot. It basically has 2 tires in the front and 1 in the back.
Right, but like,
is it
unless
a car?
your car is designed.
They got cars and motorcycles.
It's like a tricycle. You know, like one of them tricycles or whatever, like a motorcycle.
Is it considered a car though?
Yeah, like they make some that are like cars.
So hold up, does it like 1, 2 in the back and just 1 on the side, or like is it in the middle?
It's like in the middle.
So we're talking about a car. A car can't drive with no 3 tires.
Like for real, we know they can't drive with more than 4 wheels or less than 4 wheels,
No
so
less
it
than
ain't
4.
no variability.
You right. I'm with you on that one.
I am too.
So
yeah, we're gonna have to
one,
change
right?
that question.
We
yeah.
definitely got to do that.
We'll have
That's
to
a
get that
bad
one
question.
changed.
Throw that one out.
Yeah.
When they had laugh, I'm like, dude, what's funny? I'm being dead serious.
We know, trust me. You and your aliens. Anyways, what you got for us?
Chill out.
Brother Sean?
Oh, I didn't really think of nothing. I'm still trying to think.
You need
some
more
time?
processing time?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
trying to figure out
I'll come back to you.
cringes.
Just like a time when you were weird.
Oh, that's a lot of times.
So just
That's
give us an
okay.
example of a time you were weird.
That's off of Jeopardy. That's from your intro.
All right.
All right,
Now to our
back on you, Sean.
final Jeopardy. What you got?
Back on you.
Weirdest moment.
Weirdest moment?
Or like some dumb dedication.
Yeah, it's Bleird. It's moments that like black. You know, like it's at the intersection of black and weird, and that's a funny place to be. I'm telling y'all, it's a funny place to be.
Intersectionality.
Or like just tell somebody a time a kid said something dumb. No, tell them about the time when I said that aliens gonna come back to the earth and kill us.
Oh, you just said this. You always gotta steal his thunder, dog.
I don't know. I can tell you a lot of bad things. I don't know about weird things.
Bad.
Well, we gonna come back to you. It's gonna once we start talking, it's gonna pop up.
Well, I want to
Okay.
hear this.
No, give him some whole time. It's gonna come up. What you got for us, Chris?
The first time I think I recognized that I was slightly off kilter.
Off kilter.
I used to be one of those people growing up where I wanted to be everyone's friend, right? Like I remembered everyone's birthday. Like I just took all of that shit like seriously. And my mom would always be like, Crystal, no, like these people are not your friends, blah, 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 blah. This, that, and the third. And I would be like, yes, they are. Like, they're my best friends, and I love them.
Best friends forever. Best
Listen,
friends forever.
Best friends forever. And one day, I stayed the night at this girl's house. I don't even remember the girl name. Okay? But she lived right across the street from the elementary school. So we literally used to go over her house like all the time after school. My mom would come pick me up when I couldn't go to safety. So I would go to her house. Why can't I think of this girl's name right now? I don't know. She wasn't a real friend, I guess. Well, in the middle of us, how am I trying to think of this story? How am I trying to word this story and keep it low key PG-13? PG? She had a brother, and
that's so cool.
he was a cross-dresser, and
What is your cross-dresser?
a person who wears clothes, other like sex clothes.
Oh wait, what you call it? Luca from Grownish.
He's not a cross-dresser. He's just androgynous.
Yeah,
Okay. Javers.
And look, we was quick to defend
Okay,
Luca.
come on, team.
Keep going,
Luca all
keep going,
day.
sis.
Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
I might have to change it. I might have to think of another story.
Hold up, is it too cringeworthy? Share
It must be the audience.
Huh?
Is it the audience?
Oh girl, I know you not trying to
I know. I'm trying to make a PG. I'm trying to make a PG.
Oh,
PG
God.
for the audience.
I know, that's why I was
Okay.
like, well, gotta throw that story out the window.
So he was a
Hell no.
cross
Get out.
dresser. He was a cross dresser, and he was like maybe 20 at the time or whatever, and we like 10. Like we don't know what the fuck is going on, right? And so he's like on the phone with. Are we saying like my Bleirdest moment?
Yeah.
Or just a cringe-worthy story?
Yeah, cringeworthy.
Oh, I was thinking Bleird. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Bleird and cringeworthy moments. I mean, I'm using them interchangeably because I'm on Bleird.
So this is when AOL like chat rooms and all that stuff was like popping.
Girl, you have to get that
So-
disc.
Y'all don't know what that is. Okay, all right.
That
And
dial-up
so that's
internet.
right. So that's when the AOL chat rooms and stuff was popping. So apparently, to get to the bathroom, you had to go through his room, and he was in front of the webcam. And I'm standing in the back, just like door crack, just
You was on the camera like you could see yourself. I would have did in person see it.
and I'm back there and I'm just like looking and I'm getting closer and closer to the camera because I had never seen like
Yeah.
myself in a camera and a webcam, and he's like full frontal, like nothing, just y'all.
Oh. I know, like one
That
time.
image like pierces in my
Scarred for
brain.
life.
Oh man.
what?
Wow.
You scarred me for life.
What you got, Sophie? What you got?
It wasn't a good story, but that was the first thing that came to mind. Literally, like that was like. Now that I'm older, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that was. It reminded me of the movie American
And he out
Pie.
here looking like a woman, like
Oh man.
a whole woman.
Man.
Not that like, I mean, do your thing,
Was
but
his-
when you 10,
Was it 10?
I'm only 11.
Oh wow, baby.
Dude.
Oh.
and I'm seeing myself in a webcam for the first time, not knowing I'm on the main
He
line.
10. Oh,
My
baby.
picture, my face probably plastered somewhere. Screenshots looking ass.
Oh,
You alright?
I don't know.
You might
Now
not
I
be
want to
alright.
unpack this a little.
Look, see, I told you it's Crystal. Sophie been making fun of us, be like, you and Crystal always sound like, let's unpack. I'm like,
Oh.
sometimes you gotta unpack.
yeah, you got to.
All
man.
the baggage.
I'm
All
not
the
an
baggage.
unpacker.
I'm
on
good.
the
I don't need to unpack that.
Yeah, I'm not an
Sure.
unpacker on the
I think
regular.
so.
You
I just think like
should.
when I have kids, I really hope that they aren't exposed to stuff that I was exposed
Man.
to, or go through the stuff that I was.
But
I mean, kids
it's
don't
more
be
technology
exposed.
nowadays.
Girl, I know because I remember when Malik used to be watching porn.
Bruh.
You know, he
Wait,
used to click through YouTube
what?
and then he would stumble upon it. I had to take everything off.
Bruh.
He didn't know what was going on. He was so intrigued. Like, you know,
Yeah,
because
like-
let me tell you how it starts. You know, for some reason, kids love to watch other kids playing with toys on
that
their
shit
tablets.
is weird as fuck.
And it's so weird, but I find out now, yes, but every person I meet says that their kids
they'll
do it.
buy a toy and unpack it and
watch the kid
or
play
they'll have
with it.
prize eggs and they'll open them up. Oh, what's inside the prize egg?
And they're like, yes. And
millions and millions and millions
of views. But some of the stuff be kids stuff that they got like right in their living room.
I
But
see
like
the people who be eating like.
So that's Tyra. She likes to watch people eat, and I've been trying to figure out what type of eating disorder that is.
That's nasty.
But she likes to watch
It's
people
like
eat.
ASMR
Or something, but like she's fixated. She just watches. She sits up and watch people eat. Like
or people who pop
it has
pimples
to
on
be.
YouTube.
Oh, that
It has to be
weird.
food
Oh,
porn. Like it
definitely.
definitely has to be food porn.
That is.
And so, yeah, definitely, it's very weird. See, she's a Bleirdo. Like she just sit up there, and like, oh, that crawfish looks so good. And like she weighs probably 30 pounds. You know, like she's so thin, but she just.
She's so tall, them bones.
I don't know what it is, honey, and it's not like she don't eat, because she can eat. Last night she gonna tell me I don't like to eat a lot, but this taco's so good. I'm like, what, all 5 of them? Like,
wow.
Eat your tacos and be
tacos and
healthy.
3 plates of ground beef and black beans.
What, and? You said 3 taco 4.
And
4 tacos.
And she don't weigh nothing.
Like that. I guess she's just a picky eater.
girl.
I weigh like 108.
But she so what they'll do is like they'll start off watching something and then they end up watching people play with toys, but after you keep clicking stuff it becomes like grown ass men dressed up in like clothes, like playing with toys, like, which is like some weird form of porn, and then it turns into porn. So we had to change all the settings because like he was just so intrigued. I was like, I failed you as a mother, I'm sorry.
I can't.
But I'm like, shit, they was breastfed. Oh, you remember my Ebony's? Do you remember my Ebony's?
That's a cringe worthy.
Okay, so
I found this.
I was bathing my kids, right? And so they were doing something I felt like was inappropriate. I was like, hold on, let's have a conversation about safe play. Like, we don't touch body parts, you know, like here are the safe parts. And so I'm going over all the parts. And so I say real anatomy. So I'm like, these, you know, like this is your breast, like this is your penis, like this is your butt, like you don't let people touch you. And I was like, and the way you know if it's unsafe is when they try to do it when someone else is not around or they don't want you to tell anybody. So he was like, wait, what you mean? And he was like, breasts? These are not breasts. I was like, they are breasts. And he was like, no, I call these my Ebony's. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, this is my, I think he might have said like wee or something, and these are my Ebony's. And I was like, no. He was like, but I like calling them my Ebony's. And I'm still to this day like very confused, but he definitely was breastfed, watched me breastfeed both of his brothers. And so I feel like maybe he thinks that like, you know, these are like because for the longest he was calling me and his dad by
Did he try to breastfeed?
He did breastfeed.
No, his brother.
Oh no, he didn't never try to do that.
Okay.
He weaned very fast, whereas like I thought he was never gonna get off the fucking breast. He was like, dude, go. But Malik, you know, he was really like he got off pretty fast.
That's how Torn was. She was breastfeeding. She was like 2 or 3 years old. That was so sad.
Anyways.
I think when I have kids, like if my child is able to like walk to me and like grab me
and to open your shirt, because that's what happened to my friend. She was sitting up talking to me. He opened up her shirt, pulled her bra down, and started sucking on the breast.
And what was her
And
reaction?
She kept talking.
Well, yeah, why not?
I don't know. It was kind of weird to me because
I know.
what you was about to say, Crystal. I'm sorry.
No, like
It was
I
weird
don't
to
know
me.
how I would like react. Like you basically can make you a whole bowl of cereal. At this
Basically.
point. Like
Look, what if they walked up and was like, "Mommy, I need some milk"?
listen, like
Bruh, I was just weirded out. Maybe it was normal for her. Of course, it was normal for her.
Yeah.
But it was
I mean,
weird for me.
I'm not trying. I don't want
I
to
don't know why it was
shame
weird,
people
though,
who
but-
breastfeed their kid until they're 10. That's for you.
Well,
But I
feel
just
a lot
have
of
this fear
ways.
of like you bite me.
oh, that's gonna happen when they like 3 months though.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen when they
but
3
when
months.
you're 3 months, you don't have teeth. But
But it hurts still. It hurts because what they do is like they're trying to teeth, so they bite and pull, and it's just like I'd be like. Like I'd be smacking. Do you remember? Oh yeah, Tyra remember because we would be in the museum I'll be like, y'all stand around me so I can breastfeed. Like, we be in the middle of the exhibit. I'll be like, because I was not going to take my baby to the restroom to breastfeed him. I'm like,
in the
I don't
bathroom.
in the bathroom.
Okay,
So,
I do not take no drink, no food, no nothing. I don't chew when I go in the bathroom.
I wish you could
keep
give
my
a
mouth
memo to
closed.
some people at work.
Especially
girl,
in
they
public
be
restroom.
nasty. Go ahead, Ty. Goodbye. See you later. It was nice having you on our show.
Oh,
All
y'all
right,
want a
Tyra.
cringe? Y'all want
See
a
you
cringe
next
worthy
month.
story? How about
Next
you
week.
going into the bathroom and seeing somebody food in the stall in between their feet on the floor?
Oh, you lying.
They eating.
What I got?
They on the top.
She heated up her food, brought her food in the bathroom stall. La 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 la.
How?
Put it on the floor. On the floor.
No, that's lies. Stop lying. That's
Yeah.
not the truth. That's
If
not
I'm
the
lying,
truth. That's
I'm
not the
lying.
truth.
Move out the way.
I
Move
won't
out the
hear
way.
such lies.
If
I
I'm
will
lying,
not.
I'm lying.
Bruh, that is don't.
When I tell you I couldn't wash my hands fast enough and get up out that bathroom,
I would have proved right down. That's just nasty, bruh.
Adios.
Adios, amigo.
Shine.
Oh, I figured out a story.
Walk her down to the steps real quick.
I figured out a story.
Alright.
As soon as you come back up, we got you.
We got you, bro.
That is so disgusting.
That is why. You could have left it in the microwave.
Girl, no, because they be done took your shit out the microwave.
I would have
White folks
rather
like to
it
take
be
your food
taken
while
out
it's
the
warming up.
microwave than on the floor in the bathroom.
listen,
In the stall.
listen.
Stall, first of all.
And then they want to speak to you. Like, you ain't got shit.
I do not
to
like
say.
to talk in the bathroom. I do not talk to me in the bathroom, please. I don't want to
Really?
open my mouth.
Nope.
Not in no public restroom.
Thank you.
I don't want to open
Girl, let
my
me tell you about
mouth.
Crystal.
I open by the time I flush the toilet, I'm already halfway off the stall. I like to flush and run.
Man,
too. I flush with my
Superman that
foot.
hole like
Yeah.
hell. Kick that bitch
Yeah,
like hell.
I
And then
definitely
in the
don't touch
last
it.
restroom stall, you ain't even gotta lock the door. You just push it, so you ain't gotta touch the little lock thing. I just push it closed.
I just wash my
Man.
hands for about 30 seconds, and I promise I done seen
I
folks
don't take
walk
my-
right by me.
I try
And
not
not
to take
use
my
the
lanyard,
bathroom.
my jacket, anything extra. I
Man,
just-
for real.
No, but that's funny that we
Gather
having
up
this
my
topic.
pants and be like
This
as tight as I can.
I be
I'm
squat.
sorry.
I be
Yes.
my thigh muscles.
Man, what? That's
Listen,
why
your
mine's so
squat
strong.
game- No,
Squat
hold
game
up.
on 1,000.
Here goes a cringe-worthy moment. My squat game be on 1,000, but yesterday it's crazy
You
we
touched
having
the
this topic
toilet?
on this air. Hell, fucking
Your
no.
thigh touched the toilet.
No,
Okay.
but yesterday
I had to
I've
take
been
a
meaning to
Lysol
talk to y'all
wipe.
about the bathroom at our place of work for a long time because it be so nasty.
one?
But yesterday I was trying to squat, but I was just like really trying to like it was just so much stuff I was trying to avoid. I swear to God, I missed the whole fucking toilet.
Man, it be like
I heard a
that.
splash.
It be like
And you
that
should have
sometimes.
seen my face. I was like, fuck. Now I gotta clean this shit up. Because listen, you can't leave a puddle of pee in the bathroom
No,
and
you
then walk
can't.
out and then somebody be waiting
Unless
to
you
come
in a gas station bathroom, I'm out that bitch like
Hell
that.
yeah. No, you
Same.
fucking right about that. I don't give a fuck what goes on in the back. Even if it's Buc-ee's. Even if it's Buc-ee's. But I be like, I mean, the restroom be having all types of stuff in there, and I just be
Man,
like, what do
it's so
people be
nasty.
thinking?
Oh
I be
my
like, what do
God.
people be thinking? And I'm like, do they sit on this toilet? Yes, that's why I shit on
Yes.
it. It be shit stains. Oh, yeah.
At my old job, it was always this one back stall all the way to the back wall. And it was always the shit stain right there. Folk used to clean it, but it was like somebody pooped on the wall. And it was like they would clean it, but for whatever reason, they kept spraying back on the wall. And I was like, hell no.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Poop always ended up on the wall. Like maybe they didn't make it down in time before they skeeted it out.
That be the coffee drinkers. That be
I
the
drink coffee, but I don't be.
But do you put milk in
You be
yours?
skeeting it out like that.
It when you man.
Oh,
those
that
Stevia.
cream.
Yeah, that
Stevia.
cream.
That cream take
they
you down through
run
there.
into the bathroom. That's why I stopped doing
Yeah, I
that
stopped
shit. I stopped
using
drinking my
cream.
coffee without cream because
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not
I
finna
use
be
almond
blood-
milk and stevia.
No, but that's
Yeah.
not gonna fuck your stomach up.
No,
It ain't
yeah.
dairy. Like
That
dairy just
cream.
ain't it for us. It don't do you right. It just
It
don't
ain't.
do you right. It
It
just
ain't.
don't. It just don't do you right. What you got, Sean, for your cringe-worthy Bleird moment?
Bleirdo.
Well, it was just it wasn't too long ago. It was like a couple of days ago, actually.
No, that's not too long ago at all.
Please share, please.
Okay, see, I was supposed to take my medicine, but I was like like it was a couple of hours. Like I was supposed to take it, but then it was like a couple of hours. Like I missed a couple of hours. So I started going back with me and my friends, and then I was like, I was just getting scared of everything because it was like at nighttime. For some reason, I just kept getting scared of everything. I was like, what is that? What is that? And then like I couldn't remember anything.
What kind of medicine, bruh?
It was at allergy medicine.
Oh, I was really interested. I'm like, don't tell my story that's gonna get you in trouble.
Okay.
Right here.
Oh no.
I told you.
I just want you to clarify what type of medicine it was.
Yeah. I told you about this. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember anything, like anything. Couldn't remember nobody's name, where I was at. I got back, and then I took my medicine, and I was just like good, and everybody was like, what? And they was just like freaked out. They was like, but you was just, and then I had to take my medicine because like my eyes was red, and then as soon as I took it, my eyes got white. I was like, I was normal, and then they was like, what happened, bruh? That was.
Man, that sounds really scary though.
Very.
Man, that shit sounds scary as hell.
Mom, you remember that one time at the old house?
That one time at Backyard?
That's what I was gonna say last time, and I was waiting for my time.
Oh, and then remember that we had all those people over there, and then there's that one kid. You remember he pooped and then you put it on the walls?
Oh,
okay,
man.
yucky.
That was
That was yucky.
Yeah, that was nasty.
My friends, like, we slept over, and my friends slept over, and their kids came or whatever, and everybody was sleeping. I woke up, used the bathroom, because I always wake up in the middle of the night to pee. But one of the little ones had used the bathroom, and poop was
Everywhere.
Oh man, it smells so bad.
I'd rather wake up to poop than roaches when you turn on the light.
Man, it be like that sometimes.
I stayed the night at a family member's house.
You wasn't scared, was you?
When I tell you, I sat up the whole night. I had my bag in my arm like this.
You was in the bed on the chair.
I was on the floor against the
I
wall.
ain't never lived in the hood.
Man, that's why I say it be like that sometimes.
Y'all know I do not play with bugs.
It don't matter when your neighbors move out.
I don't care if I lived in the hood or not. I'm not about to deal with no bugs at all. Period. Point blank.
I don't be
That's
trying to
why
deal with
Yeah, it ain't that we wanted to deal with them. They was there.
Listen.
And that is why when I got my apartment, I strategically asked for one without a neighbor on the other side of the wall.
No, that's real because whenever they move out, I remember when our neighbors moved out, it was like the fucking whole family was like, we need somewhere to go.
Okay, quick.
Dog, we had to exterminate like quickly.
That's why one wall. I'm only sharing one wall.
Yeah.
I always try to get a corner unit or an end unit.
I never thought
I ain't got time.
thought of that.
Hold up, this dude I follow, well, I guess I don't be on Facebook no more, but this dude that I used to follow on Facebook, he was like, you know somebody got roaches when you walk in their house and all types of weird shit be in the refrigerator. They be like, I just like my chips cold. I like my bread cold.
I put my chips in the refrigerator.
You got roaches?
I haven't seen any, but just in case.
Listen, it be like that for real.
And we in Houston.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all want to hear something? That's never mind. I can't.
It start raining and the roaches be like,
Dog, my brother.
it's wet.
I pray to God my brother don't listen to this fucking. So one time we lived in this house and it was a few roaches, and one of the roaches fucking crawled in the grease, and I didn't notice it until I was frying the chicken. And I really wanted to show him that I knew how to fry chicken.
Oh man.
So I scooped that out.
I mean,
But I didn't eat the chicken
you
though.
didn't eat the chicken, bro.
You made him eat the chicken?
But just maybe the grease and the
roach-
I
fire
would not say.
burnt all the bacteria and stuff out
That's
of
what I said. Shit, that ain't worse than one of my friends fucking, I hope she listening too, dropped the whole fucking plate of brownies and was like, damn, should I take them to work? And her husband had to tell her, you better not fucking take them brownies.
Hell no.
Oh,
You never know at a potluck though, bro.
Nah, that's why I don't eat nothing that ain't prepackaged.
You never know in a pot.
I mean, at the end of the day, we live in America. You never know, no matter what the fuck you eat. Like
at the restaurant,
no matter what,
at
like somebody making it, and it's like, oh, there could be like 12.5 million, pieces of X, Y, and Z in here. Like they don't fucking give a fuck. So fuck that. Like,
and they could be coughing over your shit. Like
yeah. Well, I'll just go ahead and give mine.
I didn't know better.
You knew better. That's why you didn't eat it.
Yeah.
You right.
That's why you didn't eat it.
I mean, I think I ended up not letting him eat it, but I just remember like contemplating, like, what should I do? What should I do? And then I feel like I remember Mama asking why I fucking threw the chicken away. Like, I ain't want to say
Miss Penny ain't gonna let you throw away no food.
Hell no. Like,
why you scratching your eyes?
My allergies are really bad. It's that time of the year. I've been like this for a month. Like, I've been like this for like legitimately a month. Let's hear Safi's story.
It has gotten better. Oh, mine isn't not a cringe-worthy moment. I was thinking of Black and Weird. So I used to go to this church, right? And it was a small church, maybe about 26 people, and it was like small little families. So everybody was really close. 26, 32, it was small. It was a nice sized church, but it wasn't filled up.
Yeah.
With, little families here and there. And everybody from the teenagers, maybe not the babies, the little kids, but the teenagers to the adults spoke in tongue, right? And I was the only person that did not speak in tongue.
Safi broke out.
Okay. So I go to the front of the church and get prayed for because I'm trying to figure out why the fuck I don't speak in tongue, all right? So I go up here and get prayed for, and they praying for me. They put their hand on my belly, and I'm feeling it, y'all. I swear I'm feeling it. And they put my hand on my belly.
All right, Langston.
And nothing came out.
No tongue.
No tongue. Like all that praying, the whole church praying towards me, they could not pray the gift of tongue into me. I don't remember what they said. But I just felt weird at that moment because I was in this church and everybody, even the teenagers in this bitch speaking tongue. And I couldn't even speak in tongue. I couldn't even speak the Lord's language directly to him. That's why I don't give a shit about this shit right now.
You need to read this poem, Langston. Wow. I think it's Langston Hughes, and or it might be James Baldwin. It might be James Baldwin. I'm gonna tell you what the name of it is in a minute. But that's what happens to him. No, I feel like it's Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes. Is it like Savior or something?
Wait, isn't tongue like hold on, shimo?
Yeah.
Don't you do that? Don't you curse the Lord?
Yeah, I was just always, I guess a lot of those type of churches that I went to in my hometown, a few different ones, and they was really like that. They were small. Yeah. But this particular one, the whole church could speak in tongue.
Supposedly.
Okay. Supposedly, but I couldn't just get it right. Like I was thinking in my head, let me just go ahead and fake some shit. But when I practiced at the house, it didn't sound like this. So I was like, I ain't finna get up here and sound like no fool and fake this shit. So I was like, it didn't come to me. So yeah.
That's interesting. My church wasn't big on speaking tongues. So the one time I did see a girl speak, like she was in the choir stand, got up and started doing laps around the church, speaking tongues. But why everybody in the church was looking at her like, bitch, if you don't sit the fuck down.
Oh, so that wasn't the norm.
No.
I went to a church where that was the norm.
Yeah. No,
somebody get up and take off running. They called it victory laps.
Victory laps. Yeah, victory laps.
That was normal.
Yeah,
okay.
Victory laps.
So she always went to that church.
Yeah. My mama call them sanctified church.
Yeah, that's exactly what they call them. Sanctified churches. Holiness. I mean,
I used to go to Higher Dimension, and it was very small like that. Like it started out very small like that. It was like in a school cafeteria. But I remember I was at some church, girl, and they was like putting their hand on people, and they was following, and they put my hand on me, and I was just like,
resist.
I wasn't resisting.
Like my church didn't lay hands. My church didn't do, but I feel like that was more like a Kojic type of church. But
Church of God in Christ.
Yeah, but nah, my pastor he didn't play that shit.
Pastor.
I think I've always been Bleird. I even, like, still to this day, I think that I'm, like, relatively more weird than, like, my friends. Like, I've always been, like, the one, I'll make plans and I'll be like,
girl, listen, I know you don't the way you talking about me.
yes, I do.
Now I know.
Ask our mutual friend.
Can't nobody keep up with that son of a nana.
That's true.
Nana.
I, like, even in college when I think about it, like, my friends were, I remember times where they would, like, be going out and I would just, like, stay in the dorm and, like, just go to sleep or just lay there. Like, I don't know. I've always just kind of been, I love hanging out with people. I love people, but I'm really an introvert at heart.
Yeah.
And
it'd be hard.
It's energy. Yeah. And I struggle still to this day to find that balance. Like, I feel like I have these peaks where I'm like, I want to do this. I want to get out. I want to meet people. I want to blah, 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 blah. Okay. Like, I want to socialize. I want to network. And then it's like, I go a good 3 months, and then after, I'm good for the year. Like, I don't even talk to nobody for the rest of the next 9 months. Like,
I be knowing you be trying to get in your shell. I be like, Safi, what's up with Crystal? We gotta talk to our girl. I be feeling, I'm like, God, she about to go back in her turtle shell.
Unpack.
Like, even with texting, I find myself texting less and less and less, and that's simply because I don't want to read it. Like, picking up the phone is energy. Like,
I swear I be sitting over here on the couch, like, I don't be.
I know, cause I text your ass and called you.
Man, yesterday I just I needed a day, bro. I needed a day. But when you say that about going out, I would go out with my friends in college, but when I get there, I was like, dang, I should have stayed at home.
Yeah.
So how we a group full of introverts be? Because that's how I be too. It's like I be forcing like, literally, you should see me. It's funny, I saw this meme today. It was like me talking myself up to go somewhere 6 hours beforehand. And every time it's about to be something, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go see people.
You gotta put it on. You gotta put it on.
Like,
and like, I don't dress up. I don't put on makeup anymore. Like,
girl, you too beautiful for makeup.
But even like, so I went out with our friend Sharon for her, like, celebration of her house and stuff, and we went to, I don't know, some place where it's like country. I walk up in there with some Vans and some leggings and a jeans, and I asked her, I was like, well, what are y'all wearing? She was like, oh, we have on what do people wear? Flannel shirts and jeans and boots. And I was like, oh, this all you gonna get. This all you gonna get.
That type of country.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the place was cool, but I just, like, if I commit to going, I never feel like I quite fit in anywhere I go. Like, I just am like, I'm gonna wear whatever makes me comfortable.
Always.
Because I don't know, like,
what y'all? No, don't even worry about it. Just put on what you feel comfortable with.
The poem, even if it's a dress with a cape, better twirl that cape.
Twirl, honey, twirl.
The poem is called, the short story is called Salvation. No, I'm always like, go read this, but it's really short. I just sent the link to you guys, so don't act like you didn't see it. But it's a short.
Right here.
It's on the couch. It's on the couch right there.
Okay.
Right over there. But yeah, it's called Salvation. But that's what it's about. Like, he goes to church and, like, he's expecting one thing, and he's waiting for, like, Jesus to come and speak to him. And when Jesus didn't speak back, like, he goes home, like, realizing he would never believe again. And so that's how it be sometimes. Because like that, I mean, I felt very weird in the church, especially trying to go back to the church when I was on the fence, and I went back with my piercings and, you know, my eyebrows pierced and my nose and my lip, and they was just kind of like,
what are you doing here?
Hi. Like just very, like, because I was always the golden child, but then when I would ask questions, it was like, no, I really was like,
I mean,
like, it's just crazy. And like, but I asked a lot of questions because I want to know. And like, I have an inquisitive mind and I want to know. And so they were always just like, you know, oh, you're wayward and we're going to pray for you and shit. And like those same people, like, I don't actually talk to them anymore. Wayward. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it, but it's crazy.
What is the golden child?
I mean, just the child that, like, everybody expects so much of, like the one that they put on those pedestal, like in church. It was like, look, she remembers all the verses. I'm like, I'm just like, I just remember shit like that. Like, you're like, oh, she knows this. And like, it was like, oh, they haven't told them about you. And I'm like, what about me? Like, you know, like, like, you know, I was the one that they always put out in front, you know, to say, oh, look at our work. You know, like, we've been saviors just like our Christ. Like, I was always that one, but I always was like just a tad bit rebellious. It reminded me of Get Out, you know, when he started to speak out and they was like, let's bring him back to the room. So every time I would like speak out a little bit, they would try to like, you know, contain me. And eventually like I just kind of busted loose and was like, F that and F y'all. And actually y'all racist as fuck. So
Jesus to the hood. What they brought Jesus?
Yeah, Jesus to the hood. They brought Jesus to the hood.
Her church brought Jesus to the hood.
It was this thing called Jesus in the Hood because I guess Jesus wasn't in the hood, so they brought Jesus to the hood to us hoodlums.
Was that legit?
Yeah, like on this summer they did a program called Jesus in the Hood. And it was supposed to be based off of Boys in the Hood. But even that's like questionable. Like y'all trying to relate, but it sounds fucking crazy. Yeah. Cause like when I said something about it on Facebook, somebody who I know from the church was like, actually, and I'm like, I don't really need your explanation. Nope. You looked at me crazy when I came back to the church, so fuck y'all.
Block.
I mean, I low-key pierced my nose in church, so I mean, in the church bathroom with an earring, so you know it'd be like that. It is what it is.
Yeah, I got my tongue pierced in the garage of a lady. Safe.
No.
I mean, all like do is like clamp it.
She was a professional piercer, but like me and my friend had ditched school and went to go get our tongues pierced, and I went first or whatever, and she was like, you know, whatever you do, don't tense up.
Yeah.
And so
how you gonna just not tense up?
So I had to like be calm or whatever, and so I get my tongue pierced. Boop, it was fine. Mind you, my family did not notice my tongue was pierced until like a week before I swallowed it in my sleep. But that's a whole.
You swallowed it in your sleep? Where did it come loose?
Yeah, I was getting to the point where I didn't want it no more. So I used to like play with it and stuff. Yeah. And it was real loose. And so one night I went to sleep with it, and then I woke up the next day and it was gone.
Oh baby!
I didn't feel it.
Did you ever look for it in the bottom?
I fished it. Did you fish it?
I didn't fish for it. I looked, but I ain't fished for it. But then my friend, she went next and she tensed up, and that bitch tongue was squirting. It was leaking. I was like,
ew, it was squirting?
Mm-hmm.
Like a skeet squirt?
Like it hit the lady on her cheek.
I listened to this one story about this dude who lost his he was swallowing $100 bills. He was in prison. He was swallowing them in balloons, and he would boo-boo them and go fish them. You know, he'd go fish them out.
When I was younger, I used to stick like beads and quarters up my nose.
Hell to the nose.
Just cause.
What?
Oh, Jay Versace could stick a quarter up his nose.
Jay Versace. You like Jay Versace, don't you? He is funny.
He got a big ass nose.
He does. He's funny as hell.
Actually, he a little bit rude.
Funny as hell. Is he?
Yeah, he put this post and he was like, we're looking for, I guess like filmers, like somebody to film, anybody who wants to film for free. And if you don't actually have a camera, then don't answer this ad B, or like with the actual word. Like, yeah. And I was like,
I felt them though. I saw it and laughed. I saw it.
I was like, yeah, that's not nice.
I mean, but to me, it just made sense. Like, why would you even?
Yeah, you know, people just might be seeing him, but that's just kind of like me. Like, be humble. Sit down, ho. Be humble. So here's a black weird moment. So I was putting on my rap in class because we rap on Wednesdays for the culture.
Last year, what happened to it?
I mean, I rap this Wednesday. I be doing it a lot
I never even heard that shit till Wednesday.
Yeah, I always said we rap on Wednesdays for the culture.
I thought you were talking about rapping like Chance the Rapper rap.
No, we rap right here on Wednesdays for the culture. It's rap Wednesdays. Me and Crystal used to be pretty religious about it. And so let's never mind. Can't bring that one back.
Dang, I can still rap.
I mean, that's fine. Just send us your pictures. Like, it's cool. And we'll upload it on our social media just for proof so we know it's real. And so, you know, I rap on Wednesdays. And so I was putting my rap on and I gave instructions to my students, right? I'm like, do this, and this. And then I put my rap on. And I looked up and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Ready, set, go. And they was just staring at me like so fascinated. And I was like, why are y'all staring at me? I was like, because we never seen this before. I was like, I wear my hair wrapped all the time. I was like, but we never seen you do it. I was like, yeah, you always take it off when you get here. And I was like, first of all, that's my bonnet, but shut up.
Oh.
Sometimes I'll be forgetting to take my bonnet off. And then I'll be in class and I'm like, oh shit, let me take my bonnet out. Listen, if you see me on campus with my bonnet, it is not on purpose. I be rushing in the morning and I forget to take my bonnet off.
I'm just glad you put the damn thing on.
This whole week I have worn my bonnet every night. Thank you. I'm so proud of me.
How about a round of applause?
I bet you my hair thank me too, honey. So I gotta do it right. Because I hate whenever I go put my get my hair done. The lady who did my hair was like, yeah, you just need to, you just need to love it a little. Some crazy shit she was telling me about loving on it.
Me and Jamel used to get on Ebony all the time.
I'm gonna wear my bonnet.
Wear your bonnet, honey. Wear your bonnet.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there was that time when it'll take my friend Shayna to tell y'all about my Bleird moments growing up, standing on the tables, kicked out at the arcade.
Oh,
get kicked out.
I have a cringe worthy kicked out moment. So I was in was I in the 8th grade because my friend Shalandra was there and I didn't meet her till 8th grade. So I was in 8th grade. I think this white lady name was Miss Burnside. I don't know this old white lady name. But she was telling us a story about this wreck that had happened. And she was like, yeah, the driver passed out and they went into the woods and it killed some kids. And I raised my hand and asked the question. I was like, well, didn't the teacher that was on the bus see the bus driver passed out? Why they didn't grab the wheel? And she said, Maisha, get out of my class. And I was so embarrassed. Everybody started laughing at me. And I got up and walked out. But that was my first time getting a detention. I was like, oh my gosh, like they called my mama, like we had a meeting.
I don't understand, like what were they mad about?
She said you always make me look stupid in front of the class.
I was like, folks do not want you to think critically.
Wow. Oh wow. But it was a cringe because people would pick at me a lot after that. Like they would be like, Maisha, get out of my class. So they would just like really pick at me on that one.
Serious?
Yeah.
What did Nana do?
I don't remember. I didn't get in trouble, but like I don't remember. I'm sorry, Mom. I don't remember the consequences.
It'd be a couple other moments. Let me see. One time I went straight to work after school. This was in high school, and for some reason, somewhere along the line on the way home, I lost my shoe. I never found my shoe. That wasn't the first time I've lost a shoe. That's probably the third time I've lost just one shoe.
Walking with this all your shoes. You ain't walking with a pair of shoes on and holding a pair of shoes in your hand.
Yeah. No, that's what happened.
Oh, so
like,
you have
I had
shoes
a pair
on.
of shoes.
Because
I used to wear heels to school, so I had some shoes.
Okay.
I think I might have left one on the bus, left one behind. Okay. But I know, but it's still not normal. Whatever.
I mean, I used to lose a lot of stuff.
Right, like shoes. Like I remember one time, me and my friend, me and my friend and my brothers got into a fight in the club, and I threw my shoe at somebody. I never got that shoe back, and it was a platform. It was a platform leopard print strappy sandal, and I had just got them. I never got that shoe back. This dude punched my best friend. I was gonna do whatever I had to do. Girl, please, you got me all wrong. I threw these fists. I threw my shoe. I did whatever I could.
I was telling someone I got my last fight was in college.
Last fight
at a YG concert.
YG all the way.
YG 400.
Hey,
college.
Right.
That's the embarrassing part though, right?
It must have been
white girl, right? She was drunk. She getting it, right? She keep bumping into me, my friend Jasmine, my friend Bree.
Ready.
She getting it. She bumped into Bree. Bree ain't nothing but 4'9", 5 feet. She like this tall. And so Bree she got one more time to bump into me. I was like, what you gonna do, my nigga? She's like, we about to get her. I was like, alright. So boom, boom, boom. She hit Bree. Bree turned around. She started swinging. Old girlfriend jump in. I have my clutch and I pass it to Jasmine and I'm like, hold my shit. We get into a fight. And
oh, yo, shit, she wasn't fighting either, too?
no, Jasmine don't
okay.
fight.
Yeah, you ain't got to look. We got these like one fight, we all fight.
Yeah.
Shit.
So me and Bree over there fighting. Security come in.
Security.
These Hispanic dudes grab us and like turn us around and like press their bodies up against us to like protect us while
from
they
the
kick out the
security.
other. Yeah, they end
okay.
up kicking out the other girls. But
Security. Bruh,
and we go back to the concert like ain't nothing happened. And YG done stopped the whole concert like,
'Cause of
hey,
y'all.
hey, ain't no fighting gonna be going on
Hell
up there.
nah.
Whoop, 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 whoop. And I'm just like, YG!
And you messing up the man concert over here.
Yeah, that was it. That was my last fight.
Bro, my last fight was when I was a kid fighting with my cousins, cause I don't fight.
Really?
I fought my cousin.
Like I had a
Got into
few
fights as an
friends.
adult, but,
I had a few friends that fought, but I was never with them when they fought. But yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that's sus.
I don't fight.
I learned that from my students. That's sus. That's
Sus.
sus.
I mean, I don't know how sus it is, but I can't fight if I'm over here and they at a party over there. I can't fight like that.
Because you was in the house.
Yeah, I was in the house.
Yeah, I remember this
Girl,
other
we used
fight.
to sneak out the house to fight. Like,
Really?
I wasn't.
Yes.
I ain't have enemies like that.
I ain't had enemies either.
we had fake enemies. It was like so much beef growing
It went
up.
to the point where I wanted to fight them, or they wanted
And
to
it was
fight
like 40 of us and 50 of them. Like, it was always so crazy. And I'm like, yeah, it was like neighborhoods. It was a crazy life. I'm so glad I don't live that life anymore because it was
too.
just so fake.
I've grown a lot.
Anyways.
Well, this one lady did. I mean, this one girl brought her mama, and I was like, "Bitch, I got her mama too."
Girl, listen, that's the first thing you told me. Like,
Hell
so what?
And I got
Honey.
right on the phone with Stephanie, like, "This bitch, mama out here talking about she gonna beat my ass," and blah blah blah. My mom got off work and she came, and we on opposite sides of the street. And my mama like, "What she gonna do? What she gonna do?" And so
What you
it
gonna do
was
now?
like 30 minutes, and my mom was like, "I ain't got time for this shit." She's like, "I gotta go back to work," so she ended up leaving. But
Girl,
She
shout out
came,
to that
though.
growth, though.
She
Shout out to
came,
that
though.
growth.
She
You be
did.
looking so good.
So good. Hell no.
But I'm glad them days are long behind me. Sean, don't you be out here fighting. It ain't worth it.
I almost got into a fight.
So,
And I had braces, and one girl hit me in my mouth.
oh, I bet that hurt.
I ain't lose though, but that shit was painful. I had to throw that in there. I ain't lose.
Ouch.
But
She said she
my
ain't
lip-
lose, but it was
my
pain.
lip was busted.
It
I
hurt,
ain't gonna
though.
lie. It hurt because
Pain
it's
is
like
pain.
the meat on the inside got caught on, and you had to like
Ooh, ow.
lift it off. It was
Ooh,
bad.
ow.
Yuck. That sounds painful.
All right, that's enough.
Well,
fighting
one time
stories.
I was like pushing back. You know, I was like sitting back on the chair in the cafeteria on the stage at a bake sale, and I'm just leaning back, and my friend kept telling me like, "Stop, stop, stop," and I was like, "Girl, leave me alone." And the thing, it was the the chairs that had the two legs that was like metal and kind of curved.
Oh yeah.
Girl, that thing slipped from beneath me, and I fell flat on
I
my
can
back
see that happening.
in the cafeteria during lunch, during the bake sale in front of everybody.
During the bake sale.
It is what it is. Like, we fall down, but we get up.
We fuck.
This isn't about me, but there used to be this girl in high school. They used to call her Hooters because she had like big ass titties.
Yeah, Hooters.
And she
Big
would
old bitties.
Big old bitties. Oh, Sean.
Sorry.
Like,
And she used to wear heels to school every day, and like she would wear like
what
skirts.
grade was this?
This was like high school, so maybe 10th, 11th grade. But one day she was walking and she just busted her shit. And so like our school, you had two stairs that like went up the front of the school, and like you could see the quad area or whatever. And so like she fell going up the stairs and like titty bloop, bloop, and
Yeah.
Hello, we did not dress like that when I was going to high school.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Titties able to fall out when you fall and wearing
Girl,
heels. We
I
didn't-
used to wear my
Maybe because
stomach
we from the
out
country
with a
with
jacket.
small.
I promise.
We could not wear our stomach
did.
out. We had to wear our pants below your fingertips. You could not wear no cleavage.
That's how it was supposed to
You
be. But
could
I knew
not
how to
wear
look
no,
it down.
We had uniform, but you would be
sleeves.
you just buy instead of you getting a medium shirt, you get a small.
You wore heels with the uniform?
I mean, I remember when I went to alternative, like anyways, I went to this one school, not the alternative school, but after that, I went to this other school, and you know, everybody had their regular uniforms, but I had to have like my vest and then like my khaki pants that's zipped up on the side, you know, like everything just different, just, you know, different. And yeah, I wore like platforms, you know, like everything you could think of.
You
like,
wore soda shoes, didn't you?
I mean,
I had some moon
I wore
boots.
some of everything. I had some shoes, polka dot shoes that strap up. Like
I used to be into DCs for a while.
Girl, you
didn't
saw
wear the
extra.
DCs.
You and your
I had Vans before people even knew what Vans was, and at first I was like, what? But then I was like, I was like, oh, I like these, because nobody else had them.
Girl, don't you hate that when you be doing stuff before other people? Like, I remember when I was in high school, actually this might have been 8th grade, I would pop my collar. I wore my collar up.
Before
and everybody be like, put your collar down. Yeah. And then that song came out, I've been popping my collar, and then everybody was wearing it, and all of a sudden it's cool now. And I'm just like, fuck that. Or like when I was wearing big, thick glasses, and it was like, no, like, what are those? And all of a sudden, like, you know what I'm saying?
What are those?
Yeah.
I had an 80s phase where I used to wear like hella neon shit, like
hella neon.
Oh, well, girl, bring some of that on there, man. You ain't gonna be there. I keep forgetting. Anyways, Wednesday dress. I used to wear sunglasses inside all day. All day. No matter what time of the day.
You know what? I had some transition glasses, and they was new. And I came back in from break, and my teacher was like, Maisha, you need to take those off. And I was like, no, these are my regular prescription glasses. Bumped you in the face. I didn't say that last part, but I did say it like that, because his ass was always trying to get motherfucking smart with somebody, or a white dude.
No.
Back in the junior high.
So I used to, let me tell you how horrible I was. My teacher stepped out of the class to do something, and when she left, I was like, y'all, when she come back in, I'ma sneeze. And when I sneeze, I want y'all to start saying bless you. And like everybody keeps saying bless, like one by one say bless you. So I came back in and I sneezed, everybody was like, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. She got mad, and I think I got kicked out of class that day.
Yeah, because you orchestrated all
I mean,
that
I did orchestrate that. I don't know what was wrong with me in the 9th grade.
That was
and then
fun, though.
Something changed.
That
I don't
was
know.
funny.
I became a recluse, but yeah. I mean, I definitely was that student. I definitely used to come to school dressed in I never wear uniform in middle school because I was in every club. So even when I wanted to not, even when it wasn't a day we were supposed to dress out, I would just say it. They believe me. Like, I just never got in trouble until later. I was the golden child. I was golden house of precedent, and now I can't even stay in the system. It's crazy how you just you learn shit and change.
Bro, how come parents are always so cool, and then now they're just not.
Oh.
Because I understand the consequences to your actions. You haven't quite learned those yet.
Exactly. Listen. And look, okay, that was the nice version, but here's the version that I tell my kids. I be like, okay, I was like, have you been, I asked Makai, I say, have you been 5? He say, no. I asked Malik, have you been 7? He say, no. I say, okay, I've been 4, I've been 5, I've been 6, I've been 7, I've been 8, and I go all the way up into 30. And I'm like, so I've been there before. You ain't. So you need to listen to me.
Bag.
Tell me, listen, I know how to be a 6-year-old, and that's why I'm trying to tell you. Whatever. They think they know how to be a 6-year-old better than me.
Hell no.
I'll show you who's the better 6-year-old. Let's fight.
In my pocket.
I'm just trying to think any more moments. I be having one of the things that happen now is I just be singing the lyrics to my song, and like one of the students that had their heads down, I'd be like, it's like, Chris, you pick your head up. And even when the road is tough, never give up. And they be like, Miss, why you always saying that? And they don't know, it's Tupac. Or the other day, she was like, Miss, if you love me, you would do something. I say, what's love got to do with it? Only one student ever knows. Yeah, she singing it. Yeah, so I'm always talking in verse to them, pulling out different verses and stuff. I mean, it's not super Bleird, but Bleirdos. Or when we be for the culture. I'm just trying to think of some Bleird moments that's been happening.
I think for me, when I walk up one time, I don't know where I was, what location I was in. I had on my head wrap, and this white lady was like, "Oh, I like your turban," and I was like, of course I said thank you. I don't cause controversies. I just said thank you and kept going.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, you should have corrected her.
Yeah,
Bro, I ain't say that energy.
I be being so. I'm trying to think. It's just one time that's coming back to me. Somebody said something.
Bitch, can you even sell turban?
Listen, I be sometimes. I'm like this girl I know. She was like, cause she real short and she teach. And she was like, people be like, oh my God, do they listen to you?
Wow.
Like, how do you get them to listen to you? She said she'll try to make them as uncomfortable as possible and be like, I mean, why wouldn't they? Like, what would they not listen to me for? Like, get them to say like what it is that they really thinking or whatever. But yeah, I be trying to make people uncomfortable.
You got to though.
Yeah.
Oh, with my
I don't wanna be
earrings,
uncomfortable
with my
myself.
earrings when we went out, and the girl, because I'm black,
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
earrings,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Can she wear those?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, are you black?" Oh, you're not black. No, you can't wear this.
Okay.
Girl, she was like, those earrings are so fun, and I'm like. One time I had on something and somebody called it fun, and I'm just like, that's so fucking racist. Like, how you gonna call my shirt fun?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that shirt is just so fun. And then, yeah, like, no. But yeah, when we went out that time, you left early, but I was in the bathroom and this girl was like, I had these earrings or whatever, say, because I'm black, y'all. It's a fact, y'all. And who made those earrings?
Preoccupied.
All right, bought by Safi, made by Preoccupy, and it say because I'm black, y'all, and it's a fact, y'all. And she was like, "Oh my God, I love those earrings. Do you think I can get away with those?" I was like, "I mean, are you black?" She was like, "Well, maybe." Such and such was like, I such and such is black. I was like, blackness is not a costume. You can't put it on and take it off, honey.
That just
like,
made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Cringe worthy.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where I just had to kind of like tell her, like, that happens sometimes. But I tell people. I tell people.
Yeah, I don't put people in their place too much. I just keep walking.
I think I'm getting better, but I like to say it in a way to where it's like unassuming, but it'll make you think when you walk away. Like, did she just?
Yeah.
She did.
I don't even know how. It just depends on the day. Sometimes I do walk away, but sometimes I be liking to cause controversy. But I be like, okay, some things ain't worth the fight, whatever. But no.
Especially when the person don't get it.
Yeah, that's true. And that be real. Like, sometimes people just don't get it. Like, Miss, can you show me how to tie my hair like that? No, I can't.
Oh yeah, that's that.
And then you walking around calling other kids the N-word?
Girl.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
You sound real conflicted.
Okay. But we all have our Bleird moments.
It makes me think about a time I went to, it was like a full moon festival at the Shape Center, and we got there and they were playing their drums. So I thought it was going to be just like a group of people that practice together and play their drums. But no, as I was there, people was walking up with their drums and they joined, and it sounded so good.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought on another level, I was like, you have to march, like the saying, you have to march to the beat of your own drum.
Yeah.
And when you with your tribe and y'all all marching to the beat of your own drum, that shit sounds good as hell.
Yeah.
And it just puts you on a wave where you just want to do so much better.
Yeah.
So just being black and weird, I just want to tell the people, like, don't shy away from what feels comfortable to you.
Yeah.
Like, if nobody else in the world thinks it's cool. I tell my students that all the time. If nobody else in the world thinks it's cool, as long as you thinks it's cool, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So you gotta march to the beat of your own drum.
Yeah,
and I
that's
felt
real.
that night. That moon shining bright. And it was even some white people that walked up and they got right the fuck in with they drum, and that shit was sounding good as hell.
Yeah.
And I think I needed to see that.
Yeah.
Because, like, sometimes I kind of look at white people, and you try not to put people in a box, but, that white people gonna be white people. So,
Back to the
you
earth.
know what I'm saying? But it was like, wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go around and name like our highlight for these past recordings that we had this season. Like, what is the one thing that like you've seen or like, have you grown? Have you, I don't know, just best moments, best recap.
I think for me, it was the episode that we did 21 questions because it was just so light, and then on top of that I ended up having to like put things out there that I didn't necessarily expect, and like just kind of trust myself. And then I really like, you know, when we started I said it was because of the journey, but right then I saw the journey unfold, because then I really started to like say that I don't really care who's listening. Like this is for growth. You know what I'm saying? This is my story, you know?
Yeah.
And so I like 21 questions. It just made me laugh. It was a fun one.
Yeah. My favorite one was the Holla Yay or Holla Nay. That shit was drunk history like hell. It was so funny because my friend was listening to it and she was like, y'all must have been over there drinking something or something, because I could tell. But she said I could tell it wasn't a lot because it faded out. So you could tell like when we were kind of tipsy off them little lemonades.
Gotcha.
But then you could tell when it went down. But I always listen to the episodes and laugh. But I was listening to that one and just hee-heeing like hell. I really
like you
liked
ain't
that
heard
one.
it before.
Like I ain't heard it
love
before.
I'm like, did I record this? Because this
that's my favorite thing, because I don't really like to hear my voice. But then I love
else
the content.
loves to hear your voice.
Really?
So, yes.
I love
so
the
country
content.
and just not even country. It's like sultry and.
Speaking of that, I'm sorry. One more weird moment. My freshman year at Xavier, I had to have a speech class, so I finally got up to give my speech, and everybody started laughing.
Wow.
Because they said I sounded so country.
That's rude.
What they
I was
French
like,
ass
oh my
is.
goodness. But it wasn't like a go in the room and cry. I was just like, wow. But I'm used to people picking at my voice anyway, so I'm sorry.
It is
Go
what
ahead.
it is. It's perfect for you.
I think from Planet Bleirdo until now, I listening to the very first episode of like Bleirdos, you can hear the growth. I think that I was talking to I feel bad when I call him my ex, but that's what he is. I was talking to my ex about it, and he was just like, when I listen to y'all, I can hear the growth, like, of where y'all are to where y'all are now. Like, you guys sound way more comfortable, like, talking or, like, just interacting with each other. And I was like, you think so? And he'd be like, yeah. And I think I really enjoyed the Wakanda Forever. I think that episode was a lot of fun. I loved having like our friends on here.
Yeah,
and they still talk about, I want to come back. I want to come back.
We need to have them back next
Come back,
episode.
Mr.
More
Come
people.
back.
Yeah.
More people.
So I think that the Wakanda Forever was a good one. Honestly, there's not one that I don't like, and even the episodes that people haven't heard, I'm just like, it's still good, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think that throughout this journey, I've found that it's okay if I don't have all the answers. It's okay if my answer isn't necessarily the same, or my thought process isn't necessarily the same as my fellow co-hosts, but at the end of the day I can still respect it. And if we can film, if we're in a space where record, if we're in a space where we can record, we can. And if we're in a space where we can't, we can't.
Yeah.
Right.
And just being honest with myself, but honest with y'all, that like I'm just not,
I can't do it
and
right
there's
now.
growth in that, you know, in that sense of vulnerability and being okay with letting people in. I feel like I'm an open book, but sometimes like I'm not as open as I think I am. And so just like watching myself be okay with, it's okay to like argue and still come back, and like it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. You gotta know that.
Especially because I know, like I was telling you, I take my friendships so seriously. Like I was that kid that was like, they're all my friends and I have to give everyone like a birthday card or like a balloon for their birthday. And like, but honestly, my friends have always been my family first. And so, well, my family is my family, but my friends have always carried me. And so it's like, I appreciate y'all. So
yeah, we
Word up. Excuse me.
Another moment is that I think that my students realized the other day that I don't shave under my arms. Cause I like to sit with my hands like this, girl.
Bruh.
And just be looking, and then I was like putting my hair up, and they was just laughing. They was like, "Look at your hair standing up, miss." I say, "Don't be jealous, cause my hair grows towards the sun. I'm a sun child.
Hey.
I'm from the people of the sun." And one of
Okay.
my students was just like so in love with their response, and I'm just like, so yeah, I think they notice I don't shave, and I think they know that I'm just, me.
Just
So-
let
Wait, so
I'm
you got
trying to
an
be
80s
comfortable
fro?
with that.
Huh?
You got an 80s fro?
Bush.
I mean, it's like
Not there.
this.
What Erica
Not
Badu
there.
said, my carpets match my curtains. What she say? My carpets match the rug, the
Listen.
carpet match the rug, the curtains match the rug. I don't know, but
I don't know,
it
but
matches.
that's me, honey. That's
matches.
I was like, baby, no.
Yeah, it matches.
Yeah,
So
for sure,
yeah.
for
So
sure.
I'm still at the place where I need to get comfortable with it and remain comfortable with it because I've been doing it for a while, but I still kind of wear long sleeve, like not
Oh,
long sleeve
really?
shirts, but like shirts with sleeves.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't.
Girl, I be in
dared
traffic
into
like this.
Yeah, I do that, but I haven't dared yet into much of the
Oh, well,
sleeveless.
the next time we go somewhere, honey, that is our goal.
Okay, I'll wait.
honey,
Yeah.
we are going
I need to
sleeveless.
get myself
Y'all
out
see me?
there. Yeah.
Y'all know I wear my sleeveless.
I wanna be
have
comfortable
shame in
with it.
I'm a grown ass woman.
Yeah, I want to be comfortable with it.
I am in awe and in admiration. Trust me, this face is not of like, oh my god, I can't believe y'all don't shave. It's just like I'm not there because this morning I took a razor to my legs and my armpits.
Really?
Girl, I haven't
Yeah, it's
took
been a
razor in, like,
minute.
years. Like
It's
probably
been a
10
year
years,
or
like,
so for me. A year or so.
No, it's been like 8 or 9 years.
Really?
At least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honey, I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
It's irritating.
Because I'm
it
a grown
irritates
up.
me. It irritates
and like
me.
I remember having to do it every single time. I
Yeah.
don't do it. I'm a grown ass woman.
It's very
I
irritating.
grow hair. This is what my body looks
It's what
like.
it's
And if you
supposed to
want
do,
this
right?
grown-ass
This
woman,
way it's supposed to be,
exactly.
right? So
I'll be like, oh, can you go in there? I need to say something.
The way it's supposed to be.
Cover your
Say it in
ears.
front of him.
Cover your ears.
But it's like
No,
I be like, that's okay. I won't say it.
no,
but
just get up.
my thing
You
is.
should. That's enough. That's too much.
Other men be talking about like women who don't shave, like their vagina. I'd be like, listen, if you want some prepubescent pussy, that
Okay,
is you. You need to
bruh,
be checking yourself.
it's kind of
honey.
weird when I
It's-
think about it. When I think about it, it's
Some little
weird as
10-year-old
fuck.
pussy because my pussy
Yeah.
had hair on it since I was at least
Right.
10 or 11 years
Right.
old. So if you want some bald-headed, scallywag, prepubescent pussy, then
This ain't the one.
this ain't the one.
Bruh.
And ain't no nigga ever turned this hairy ass bald pussy down.
Okay,
So,
never say oh no. Move on to no. Never had that happen.
Like never.
So like,
And then they don't be like, oh, I
fuck?
don't think I'm gonna come back. Like my milkshake brings all the way to the yard. Like
and they're
I
like,
mean, my vagina be like, whatever. It is what it is. It's like, it's just those things where like, people disturb. I remember telling this one, I was like, oh yeah, but I don't shave. And he was like, oh, it's okay, I don't either.
oh wow. Okay, dudes don't be shaving religious. I don't know if that's weird or not, but dudes shaving religiously. They're
I don't think I don't know.
they're public hairs.
They're public hairs.
Yeah, I ain't talking about underarms. I'm talking about
They're public hairs, yeah.
Is that okay? I mean, I don't know.
Look at your
I'm not a dude,
face.
but
Nothing.
Honey, it is what it is. I knew the right one was gonna have to find me. The right one was gonna have to find me.
it ain't even about the right one. It's the one she is.
So
Fuck
it's
all
like-
that.
it's
He gonna
like-
sift you or he ain't.
Exactly.
Get the
So
fuck
that's
on.
why I be like,
If you ain't, get the fuck on. I'm sorry, Crystal. Go ahead.
I'm speechless.
you are. Girl, so those are those Bleird moments when you gotta break it down to June and be like, honey,
Honey.
listen.
Like I
Thanks.
have long hairs on my. I think because I'm just naturally hairy. I got long sideburns.
Girl, you got some.
I got long hair on my arms. I ain't got no chest hair, no booty hairs or nothing. But like, I feel like I got enough hair on my body to where like I'm gonna shave.
No, that's real. I mean, that's fine. I just don't do it. I just don't.
Yeah,
I
I just
don't.
wanted to be known, like, do you, bro, whatever you prefer, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But don't fucking try to shame me because I want to do me, all right?
Yeah.
Sit your ass over there.
But
So that-
feel my leg.
Let me see.
They do be feeling smooth and shit.
I mean, when you rub down, but when you rub up, it's just as spiky as anything
Bitch.
else.
Oh, damn, Shade.
Oh, okay.
Shade.
No, that's my best friend. She got the spikiest legs, dog. I used to make.
My grandma said that's because they shaved too early.
Listen, let me tell you. I used to make fun of her. I would be like, I would rub her leg and be like.
Oh, I thought you like put a piece of tape on your bitch or something.
Oh no, I used to rub her leg and be like.
If you shave and you still see the hair follicle like pink thing, you need to exfoliate.
Oh, you don't supposed to see the thing?
No, you're not supposed to see the thing.
Oh, I wasn't shaving right then.
Yeah, and my grandma said that's because you shaved too early. You was out there trying to be fast and out there shaving too early and to mess your legs up.
Girl, anyways, them with they wives' tales. But yeah, I'm enjoying the journey and I'm enjoying revealing myself and I don't know. I'm just looking forward to our summer tour and I'm looking forward to next year.
Man, bro, this summer tour got to go down.
Coming to a city
near you, buddy.
All right, guys. Well. It's about that time. It's about that time.
Y'all know it is past my bedtime.
Way past all our bedtime.
I gotta wake up early in the motherfucking morning.
What you doing tomorrow? Well, we'll talk about that off there.
Yeah.
But we love y'all. Follow us on all social medias. And on Instagram we're at Bleirdos Podcast. Okay, Bleirdos. And yeah, we love y'all.
Out now.
Oh yeah, definitely new episode out. Make sure you guys catch up because we coming back to y'all later this year.
Hamina.
And talk to us. We are always willing to talk to you. We love getting comments.
We love getting Venmos.
Yes, and Venmos.
Thank you for those that have sent.
Keep them coming in. We really appreciate it.
The funding, honey.
And yeah. Stay weird, friends.
Stay weird, friends.
Stay weird, friends.
Peace.